this is Paul Seils. I have with me Shawn Gallaway.
Hey,
Shawn,
Paul.
Hey, Shawn. Welcome to your Australian tour.
Yeah, thank you.
It's good to have you here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so you've been doing a couple of concerts in Brisbane. You've got some workshops coming up.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your music, because I know that you're from Nashville, Tennessee. A lot of people just assume that it's country.
No, not at all. You know, Nashville actually, it's the whole gambit of music now. It's always will be known for country music, but the kind of music that I do is, I guess you could call it transformational music or conscious music. It's all acoustic guitar based, but I write messages that help people heal. It's time to take time for a walk in the woods.
Now, also, you had a song that was used recently with the Dalai Lama's, one of Dalai Lama's ceremonies.
Well, it was back in 2009, and when he was inducted into the Civil Rights Museum Hall of Fame, or the Freedom Award, as they called it, they used my "I Choose Love" song for his prior to him coming into the room to set the tone for the whole experience, and it was quite an honor. I was playing in London at the time, and I flew all the way back. That was great.
Also, recently you've been nominated for 3 Peace Awards.
Global Peace Awards, yeah.
For
Yeah.
songs.
Yeah, "I Choose Love," which is one of my signature songs. "Freedom Cries," which is the title track of the last record that I did, and a song called "Unify," which is about, it was a theme song for an organization called Unify.org, and it's just about bringing people together to heal, connection.
Yeah. So not only you do music, but you also do workshops and that sort of thing around what they call sacred relationships.
Yeah, it's moving, restoring sacred relationship. Sometimes it's called gender reconciliation work, and primarily what we do is we come together to expose the patriarchal conditioning of both men and women, and move beyond it. It's wounded and hurt both genders equally. And when both men and women realize that both genders have been, distorted as a result of that, then we can build some bridges into creating some stronger, more loving and kind communities. And that's, and it seems to me in this time of ascension that the whole masculine and feminine energy, if we're going to really step up onto some higher levels of vibration and ladders towards the, other dimensions, then the masculine and feminine have to be in balance. So what we do is we start with gender, issues, which is for men and women, and then we move into the universal, which is masculine and feminine, to understand how it's all working internally so that we can create more balance and wholeness in our communities, within ourselves, all of it. Yeah, it's really, really powerful work. And it almost seems like it's the big pink elephant in the room, if you know what I mean. It's like, you had the feminist movement back in the 60s and 70s, but now we're looking at the movement of what has patriarchal conditioning really done to really hurt everyone. And we're seeing the effects of that everywhere. Greed, warfare, all of it, So.
It's interesting. I was having a conversation earlier this week, and I can't remember who it was now, but they were talking about the fact that the greatest killer for men at this point in time is actually suicide.
In Australia, for sure, yeah. And I mean, it's astounding. It's like, when you take a man and you tell him to stuff his feelings and have nothing emotionally, suck it up and all that, eventually it's going to come out sideways. And the other thing is that, suicide like that at that level it's a call for help. It's a cry for help more than a call for help. It's a cry for help. And the ways that they've been being loved and nurtured, alcohol, booze, drugs, is just not working. And when they realize that, they don't have the soul presence or the energy or the mentoring to be pulled out of it. And so they come to an end and they take themselves out, which is really a tragedy. So we're at a time right now where it's really time for men to step up and help men heal, And the whole Freedom Cries record, it's called Freedom Cries, Restoring Sacred Manhood. And it was a big part of my life. And I spent many years sitting in men's circles and healing the depths of the wounds that I'd been through. You know, we have a lot of fathers that just aren't present anymore, you know.
Yeah.
Great providers, but they offer nothing emotionally to us, you know, or very little.
Yeah.
And if you do get it, it's probably laced with anger. So, and of course,
Rejection.
yeah, and of course that's the best that they could do with what they came up in too, you know. But I think our generation now, the buck stops here, you know. It's time to heal and come to the heart of humanity, you know, both as men and women, and build some bridges to creating a greater outcome for our children, grandchildren, 7 generations down the road.
So just in closing, is there anything in particular that you're going to do in Australia that you want to do while you're here, before you're here?
Well, I did something great the other day. I fed a kangaroo, which was hilarious, you know, and I mean, he just came right up to me and you get to pet him, the whole works, and that was a bucket list, you know. I love the kangaroos. So what else am I going to do? I've swum in the oceans. I'd like to go up to the Barrier Reef and see what that's all about. I've never been there. So yeah, I love Australia. I think it's an amazingly well-kept country compared to where I'm from in the States. It's like you guys really maintain what you've created here, and that's kudos to you guys.
Yeah, thank you, Shawn.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge you for the work that you do and the contribution that you make. And
Thank
hope
you.
that you get to enjoy your time in Australia.
Thank you, Matt.
It's great to have
Yeah,
you.
all right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah, take care. Cheers. Put your arms around a tree and receive your own good. Listen to life, slowing things down.